I can look at that right through.
Yeah, if you want to, sure, have at it.
Okay. Well, the zombies may have our Earth, our buildings, but they don't have what makes us human, and that is pure entertainment value. Now, in the bomb shelter, we're not going to have a lot of electricity. We're not going to have Xbox, PS4, GameCube, Super Smash Bros. That's my favorite. But so we're going to need to find other ways to entertain ourselves. I can do just that. I attended the only high school that has a CERT program in the United States.
Wow.
And so I'm kind of like a tiger. I'm pretty rare, an endangered breed. And not only that, I'm like a circus tiger. I can do backflips, front flips, and I can juggle. And I'd love to teach you guys. Because in the bomb shelter, we're going to get pretty bored. We're going to need to find some ways to entertain ourselves. And on top of having fun, and it's entertaining, it builds your strength. And there's lots of zombies out there. So we're really going to need to fight them off and stay in shape and entertain ourselves all at the same time. And just one more thing. Please keep me in the bomb shelter. Because with me in the bomb shelter, zombies might still eat our faces, but they'll never take our entertainment.
Yeah, so when I do this, you're at a minute, and you're welcome to go over, you just can't go under.
I don't want to.
Yeah, okay. Aaliyah comes in, Emmett, will you, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, Meg and H go out, Aaliyah come in. And the faster we can make these shifts, the better, because I actually don't know.
Megan H already went out.
Oh, she did great. Good for her.
You want me to go out now, or you want me to
Yeah,
wait?
if you want to. I mean, this isn't improved science. I'm always, I don't know how much memory this thing has for video, so I'm a little worried.
Oh, I can see myself.
Yeah, sorry, don't look down. Easier said than done, right? And I'll start on you.
Okay. Alright, so the zombies may have our Earth and our buildings, but what I feared most was my personal safety. And so I am a pre-vet major of biosciences, which in and of itself isn't exciting. But I work with a lot of dogs. And what you learn when you work with 30 to 50 dogs at a time is that they're a lot like children. They're a lot like babies. They are single-minded, they want what they want, and they'll pretty much do whatever it takes regardless of their own safety, other safety consequences. And so, for example, one time I was watching the dogs on a weekend when the vet wasn't there, and so the two dogs were trying to get into the room at the same time. They fought each other for it, and of course the one who started the fight got bitten. So the first thing I do is I go for alcohol and chlorhexidine and apply pressure to stop the bleeding. So I know antiseptics and I can respond fast to emergencies. But I also get that in the zombie apocalypse we might not have abundant antiseptics. And are you telling me to stop?
Nope, just that you hit your minute. I'm so sorry.
And so I can also make do with what we have. So, like for example, one time this girl, what you also learn is that people really hate paying for vets. So she texted me and she told me that her cat was having respiratory issues and it had been diagnosed with an infection. So I tell her to go and get a humidifier to help her breathe and to get one of those nose, those things that babies have, the little nose pinchers that you suck out boogers with. Yeah, get one of those and suck its nose with it. And then I also told her to give it some baby Benadryl. So I can make do with what we'll have, hopefully. And I know medicines pretty well, and I can respond to emergencies. So I feel like that with me in the bunker with the zombies. Okay.
Still finish.
Okay. With me in the bunker with the zombies, they may pose a threat, but I can help with personal safety.
Alright, so then we should have Zach or Steven, who's ever still in the room, pop out and send Sabrina in. Okay, Sabrina, you're going to want to stay in the general vicinity of that, so you should still be out there, but try just kind of stick between this little gap.
Okay.
This means you've hit your minute. And when I start going like this, it means you got to wrap up. Don't just
Can I have my own timer
abruptly
too?
end. You're welcome to.
Okay.
I strongly recommend it.
All right.
Okay. And I'm going to start on you, so whenever you're ready.
Right. Hello, everybody. Our families are gone. Everything's gone. The zombies have taken over. But one of the key values of life is food. And with my background in agriculture and production, I can provide that for you. Every comical movie, every comical zombie movie about, like, this is the end or Zombieland, it's always that one key realization. The Milky Way, it's the last Milky Way they're going to have. The Twinkies, they're going to run out soon. But I can produce for you. I can produce both crops and animals. If I can go hunting, I can gather, and I honestly believe that food is the key component to our survival. Although some people might be fun to be around, I'm fun to be around, but I'll also give you bacon. You know, it'll help you out. I just think that that is a key factor in our survival, and overall I think I am the best choice for the zombie bunker, so pick me. Thanks.
All right, awesome. Okay, so Christopher Cho is over next on the list. Head out and send Mansour in. I'm sorry, send Sloan in. Amy, will you stay in the room?
Good, I'll wait and come back in.
Yeah, it's fine. Anybody in that list, you know, it's kind of an unofficial way of organizing things. Okay, Sloan, can you stay as you're speaking kind of like relatively centered so that this thing can grab you? Yeah.
Can I just start?
Whenever you're ready. Mm-hmm.
Okay, as we all know, we're faced with a very difficult situation. We've seen our civilization collapse and everyone we love die. In order to survive as a community, we're going to have to evolve as people and learn a new set of skills to be able to evolve and to survive. I believe that I should be given this last spot in the bunker because I have evolved as a person through traveling. I've not only experienced different landscapes, but I've had to immerse myself in different cultures in order to survive and be able to communicate. For example, when I was 16, I went to France for 2 weeks. The first week I spent in Paris, it was very similar to the United States because it was very westernized and I knew the language. The second week I spent in the south of France, and the dialect is very different there. I barely knew how to communicate, so I felt like I couldn't survive if I couldn't communicate. As the days continued, I continued to pick up on the language and able to communicate better to the public. Then I could survive and teach those skills, you know, like I could order my own food instead of having to rely on someone else. If I was given the last spot in the bunker, I would help teach everyone how to evolve as people and give them those skills that I learned while I was in France. So I could teach everyone how to change their skills in every way. Thank you.
Okay, Cho and Amy, you can head out too.
She already went out.
Oh, great, okay. Yeah, send in Mansour and then we'll start the next round. We'll do it fine. Just so you know, stay in between sort of like the space-ish. This means you hit your minute. I know, it's like, who's looking at this? This means you hit your minute, and then when you get up to 2, I'll just start going, like, you'll hear the bracelets going, okay? But this doesn't mean stop. It just means you're good now. You can wrap it up, okay?
So you guys, y'all might think that being in a bomb shelter, y'all are protected and safe and going to be all good and everything, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be hard. Whatever y'all have going in there, you're going to run out, and you're going to have to get used to living with nothing. And so I think y'all should let me in, because I'm dirt poor, and I'm used to living with nothing. And so I can advise y'all on how to make food sustain you longer, and how to get over severe thoughts of depression and suicide. I've been through it all. I can help y'all through it all. People use Google, like what can I make with the limited ingredients, or how can I not want to kill myself? I can help you with that, because that's really what's going to be happening while y'all in that bomb shelter. there was once a girl, she used to be real rich and wealthy, and then she lost it all, and she knew that I was used to living poor, and she was like, how do you do it? How can you help me? And I told her about the dollar menu at McDonald's. I told her how to cope with being broke. So I think that you guys should let me into the bomb shelter because it's not going to be easy. You may think now that you're going to be, perfectly fine and all that, but you're not going to be perfectly fine. So, thank you for letting me in.
Okay, so now we start, no, you're good. Now Tim can head out and send in Megan H, and then we'll start this cycle all over again. And this group should be good, right? So this means you've hit your minute, but you can keep going. It's just you're going to wrap it up now. If you start hitting...
Oh, I thought this was... Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no, this just means you've made your minute, so you can start to wrap things up out, and this means, like, you're almost hitting 2, I need you to stop, because we're going to run out of time.